Remember Legion? Remember how it was good?
Against the might of the
that was cool. It was really cool whenever the game was good.
You are unworthy to lay claim to these relics. You desecrate these halls. Burn, interlopers! That artifact will end you all.
Suria's arrogance will be her downfall.
I better get this mount.
A taxing journey, but our path remains true.
Where's the boss?
Oh, you have a talent for acquiring intriguing artifacts. This was found among the ruins of the Black Empire, yes?
Ye have an eye for treasure, but not enough smarts to stay away from it.
Apologies, Captain. Please direct your grievances towards my
Do we even need to kill these guys?
You lot meddled with the wrong buccaneer.
Our captain is a dragon. A chest
There's
to whoever brings me their charge. Take no prisoner.
Got him.
You know not the power you chase. Let us depart before the Coltirans ask questions we lack time to answer.
You pull the boss here?
Must you hound my every step?
Yeah, let's just go get the boss.
Control this power. The artifact belongs in a museum.
Only the withered and dead belong. I will unmake you. Your cartel has dissolved into dust. Guards, remove these pests.
Bugged in mechanics. I ain't reading that shit.
Is vast.
Shut up, bitch.
Bow before cartel's soul.
Oh fuck, we gotta actually do the mechanic.
You are nothing.
Oh my god.
You are nothing.
This is outrageous.
Hinder me.
Give me the mount. We'll do it again after this. I'm gonna do 5 runs.
The tools of creation at my command.
Come on. Give me the mount.
My cartel must
got the mount?
not fade.
Somebody got the mount for sure, right?
The first ones hate these artifacts for
Can I get the staff?
They are not meant for us.
I got the mount. No, I mean like...
Our paths crossed, more Walker. These troublesome pieces will reside where they can do no more harm and be studied by Cartel Al.
Game
Until our
sucks.
fortunes meet
Alright.
again.
Okay, that's fine. We're away. Thank you. Here, leave instance group, boys. Leave instance group. Apparently we can do it multiple times a day. Is that right?
Shackles and chains.
Unlimited? Yeah, I mean, like, fuck, we just get it. Like, that's easy. Okay, is there somebody else that can heal? Trade me the mount. We need a mount trader. Mount up. I would invite you, but we gotta heal. I feel like, I mean, could we do it without a healer? Yeah, let's try and do that.
Apologies. The cosmic
I'll just
backwash
let
was
Swordfish
turbulent.
go.
This is as close as I could get you. Solia must be nearby. Were I to make a wager, I'd put coin on the ruins ahead.
Jeez, bro, I didn't do anything. Dude. Well, they were right. We're not even taking damage.
Power eludes your grasp, Aldalir. A tenet of your cartel.
Power without wisdom leads to ruin, Solia.
See how your wisdom fares
Jesus
against
Christ.
the might of the
This is
Titans.
great.
You are unworthy to lay claim to. You desecrate these halls.
I feel like I don't even need I don't even need to be here. Nice.
And you all.
Solia's arrogance will be her downfall. Ah, a taxing journey. But our path remains true.
Go up and start the RP. So do you have to kill the two packs on the side? I feel like you don't have to. Like these guys
This
here?
was found among the ruins of the Black Empire. Yes?
Ye have an eye for
You don't?
treasure,
Yeah, we don't even have to. We
but
just
not
kill her
enough
over here.
smarts to stay away from it.
Apologies, Captain. Please direct your grievances towards my associates.
You love metal with the wrong buccaneer.
Our captain is a
Chest of
dragon.
gold to whoever brings me their child.
Captain is a dragon.
All hands on deck!
We're gonna get them out this time.
No, not the power you.
Let's see what these guys even drop.
Let us depart before the Coltirans ask questions we lack time to answer.
Oh, I get this axe. That'd be good.
Must you hound my every
Just get
step?
get that fucking boss,
You
man.
cannot control this power. The artifact belongs in a museum.
Only the I will unmake you. Your cartel. Guards, remove these pests.
This power is vast. Bow before cartel's soul. You are nothing. How dare you hinder me?
Give me the mount. Give me the mount this time for sure.
The power of the first ones. Mine to control. My cartel
Fuck.
must not fade.
Motherfucker. Alright, we do it again.
The first ones hate these artifacts for good reason.
5 runs, 5 runs, 5 runs. Wait, that's 2.
I am grateful our paths crossed, More Walker. Apologies. The cosmic backwash was turbulent.
Yeah, we
This
probably
is
skip a lot of this
as
shit.
close as I could get you. Solia must be nearby. Were I to make a wager,
5 runs equals
I'd
25
put
attempts,
coin on
assuming
the
people
ruins
trade it,
ahead.
yeah. I feel like with 4 DPS, we could probably do like at least half of all these. You could run the boss, to be honest. We try that next time. It's just these fucking fish sticks, man.
Power eludes your grasp, Aldalin. A tenet of your cartel.
Asmongold's clinically obese.
Power without wisdom.
I wonder
leads
if
to
I'll ever
ruin,
be
Solia.
fat. Probably not.
See how your wisdom fares against the might of the Titans.
You are unworthy to lay claim to the... You desecrate these halls.
Nice, I got the axe. That's a... Oh my god.
Solia's arrogance will be her downfall. Ah, a taxing journey. But our path remains true.
Oh, you have a talent for acquiring intriguing artifacts. This was found among the ruins of the Black Empire, yes?
We have an eye for treasure, but not enough smarts to stay away from it.
Apologies, Captain. Please direct your grievances towards my associates.
Yeah, these guys will probably still kill me if I fight all of them.
Love meddling with the wrong bucket.
Damn, they're doing a lot of damage.
Our captain is a dragon?
I was seeing if I could like maybe kill them on my own, but like I'd need like all CDs for it.
Whoever brings me their tongue. Take no prisoners. You know not the power you chase.
Alright, here we go.
Let us depart before the Coterans ask questions we lack time to answer.
Focus modern WoW. I don't think this is that bad.
Must you hound my every step?
I do wish that there was
Cannot
more
control
things
this
like
power. The artifact belongs
Like-
in a
I will
museum.
unmake you. Only the
I don't
withered
know,
and
there
dead
was something that was like
belong
very
in museums.
raw about something like
Remove these
Black
power
Rock
cartels
Spire.
dissolved
You
in
know,
dust.
like maybe it's just like nostalgia, I don't know.
Mine to glory.
But it felt like way more serious.
This power is vast. Bow before cartel's soul. Oppose me and be extinguished.
Give me the mount.
Dare you hinder me?
Maybe we should do more than 5 runs. I mean, this shit's so fast. We've got a good group.
The power of the first ones. My
Give me the
cartel
mount.
must
Anybody else
not
get it?
fade.
The first ones hid these artifacts for good reason.
Let's try to run all the way to the end. We'll see what happens.
I am grateful our paths crossed, More Walker. Apologies. The cosmic backwash was turbulent.
Yeah, let's try and do it.
This
Like, who
is
gives a
as
fuck?
close as I could get you.
Let's see what happens.
Solia must be nearby. Were I to make a wager, I'd put coin on the ruins ahead.
Watch out for fish sticks.
Power eludes your grasp, Aldalin. A tenet. See how your
Power without wisdom leads
against
to
the
ruin,
might of
Solia.
the Titans.
You are unworthy to lay claim to these relics.
Alright.
Desecrate these halls.
That went pretty well.
Only fire will purge your transgressions. That artifact will end you all.
Yeah, we should just farm the fuck out of this, man. Like, we're doing runs in like 3 minutes. You want, bro, trust me. If I wanted, I'll let you. You'll know.
Ah, a taxing journey. But our path remains true.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Deals for a friend of the Grummels, like you.
Oh, you have a talent for acquiring intriguing artifacts.
May your feet
This
find
was
good
found
trails.
among the ruins of the Black Empire. Yes?
Stormheim music
We
brings some
have an
memories.
eye for treasure, but
Dude.
not enough smarts to stay away from it.
Like, I wish I
Apologies,
could just
Captain.
go back in time and
Please
play Legion
direct your
again.
grievances towards
But it's like,
my
like whenever I
associates.
think of that, it's like Legion was fucking stupid in like so many
You
ways.
love memory.
Like whenever I say that, like the real truth is like I just wish I could go back to 2017.
Just a
You know what I mean?
whoever brings
It's like, yeah, Legion was nice, but like it's mainly that.
all hands on deck.
Sam was good, yeah. Legion come up after Wrath. I would not mind if Blizzard was like, hey guys, guess what's coming out? Classic Legion. Or Classic Mists of Pandaria. And then after that, it's Classic
Must you
Legion.
hound my every
Just like you remember it.
You cannot control this power.
Yep, just
The artifact
just like you remembered it, right guys?
Only the
Yeah, we
withered
didn't
and
forget
dead
anything, did we? And all the players are like, no, you didn't.
Remove these
Nope, seems good to me.
Your cartel has dissolved
Yep.
into dust. I choose to lead mine to glory.
This power is vast. Bow before cartel's soul. You are nothing. You are nothing.
Ah, fuck.
How dare you hinder me?
Give me the mount. Give me the mount.
The power my cartel must not.
Well, we're gonna get the next time for sure.
The first ones hate these artifacts with good reason.
100%.
They are not meant for us. I am grateful our
Isn't it
paths
1%?
crossed in
No, it's not. It's gonna drop next time.
Apologies. The cosmic backwash was turbulent. This is as close as Solia must be nearby. Were I to make a wager, I'd put coin on the ruins ahead.
Power eludes your grasp, Al-Dalil. A tenet of your See how
Power
your
without wisdom leads to ruin, Solia.
fares against the might of the Titans.
You are unworthy to lay claim to the you desecrate these halls.
Oops. Oh, he's dead.
Sophia's arrogance will be her downfall.
Alright, that wasn't too bad.
A taxing journey.
Yeah, I like checked my phone and I came back and one of the bosses was dead.
Oh, you have a talent for acquiring intriguing artifacts. This was found among the ruins of the Black Empire.
If one of the people already has the mount, aren't they like useless?
Ye have an eye for
I don't
treasure,
know. Can you get the mount
but
twice?
Not enough smarts to stay away
That could be a good
from it.
point.
Apologies, Captain. Please direct your grievances towards my
Yeah, I don't know.
associates.
You love metal with the wrong buccaneer.
Chest of gold to whoever brings me their child. All hands on deck!
Yes, you can. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I did know.
You know not the power you chase.
Instance drop rates are split between players. Dude, I have no idea. So say solo, it's 0.2 for each one of us.
Every step.
I don't think. Yeah, like I don't know, man.
Control this power. The artifact belongs in a museum.
Only the withered and dead belong. I will unmake you. Your cartel has dissolved into dust. Guards, remove these pests.
This power is vast. Bow before cartel's soul.
This
You
time we're
are
gonna get it for sure.
nothing.
How dare you hinder me?
Here it is, boys. Mount time.
The
Congrats,
tools
thank you,
of
man.
creation. At my command. My cartel must not fade.
The first ones hid these artifacts for good reason. They are not meant for us.
Can you get it on heroic? Yeah, I think so.
Apologies. The cosmic backwash was turbulent. This is as close as I could get you.
Yeah, it says you can
Severe
get it on
must
heroic.
be nearby. Were I to make a wager, I'd put coin on the ruins ahead.
I was looking to get this twice. Wait, you got the mount twice?
Power eludes your grasp, Aldalil. A tenet of your cartels. See how
Power without wisdom lead to ruin,
fails
Solia.
against the might of the Titans.
You are unworthy to lay claim to these. You desecrate these halls. Burn, interlopers! That artifact will end you all.
Solia's arrogance will be her downfall.
Can we go through this while we're in combat? Let me see. No. Okay, so we have to kill all of them. Can you trade them out? Yeah, I think so.
Oh, you have a talent for acquiring intriguing artifacts. This was found among the ruins of the Black Empire, yes?
Ye have an eye for treasure, but not enough smarts to stay away from it.
Apologies, Captain. Please direct your grievances towards my associates.
No. You lot meddled with the wrong buccaneer.
Our captain is a dragon.
A chest of gold.
All right, let's do it.
Brings me their tongue. All hands on deck.
The power you chase.
Let us depart before the Cotirans ask questions we lack time to answer.
This is so fast.
Must you hound my every step?
You cannot control this power.
I will
The artifact
unmake
belongs
you.
in a museum.
Only the withered and dead belong in... Guards! Remove these pests! Your cartel has dissolved into dust. I choose to lead mine to glory.
This power is vast.
Got him again.
Bow before cartels.
All right,
soul.
here we go.
Oppose
Give me the
and
mount.
be extinguished.
How dare you hinder me?
The power of the first ones, my cartel, must not
Any mount owners?
fade.
The first ones hid these artifacts for good reason. They are
This
not
time
known
for
by
sure.
us. I am grateful our paths crossed, More Walker.
Yeah, like that. You know, it'll drop again in like 5 minutes. I got 2 of them. I only have 70 mounts. Whoa, wait, gluten. So like you received. Wait a second. So you received this mount while you already had it. Is that right?
I put coin on the ruins ahead.
Yes. So like you had learned it. Like it was in your mount inventory and you received a second one.
Power eludes your grasp, Aldalise.
Yes. Okay.
A tenet of your cartel.
Thank God.
See how you
Power without
If I'm gonna leech, I'm gonna do it the right way.
against the might of the Titans.
You are unworthy to lay claim to the... You desecrate these halls. Burn, interlopers!
We gotta kill these dick suckers.
Be her downfall.
Moral leecher? Well, it's not a moral leech, it's just an effective one. What I'm saying is like, if I'm gonna go hard on stuff, then I'm gonna do it as much as I can. Why no mainstream? I woke up really late last night, or this morning I mean, and so I didn't go
You have a
live.
talent for acquiring intriguing
Like I fell
artifacts.
asleep last
This
night
was found among
pretty
the
late,
ruins of the Black Empire.
and like that's
Yes.
kind of what happened.
Ye
Feeling
have
better.
an
I'm
eye
feeling
for
okay.
treasure, but not enough smarts to stay away from it.
Apologies, Captain. Please direct your grievances towards my associates.
No. You lot meddled with the wrong buccaneer.
Our captain is a dragon.
A chest of gold to whoever brings me their tongue. All hands on deck.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit concerned, not even a tweet, not going live. Well, I told people I might not be there on Sunday as well.
You know not the power you chase.
Let us depart before the Cotirans ask questions we lack time to answer.
Must you hound my every step?
You cannot control this power. The artifact belongs
I
in
will
a museum.
make you. Only the withered and dead belong in museums. Like guards, remove these pests. Your cartel has dissolved into dust. I choose to lead mine to glory. This power is vast. Bow before cartel's soul.
Bro, I better get this shit.
Oppose me and be extinguished. How dare you hinder me?
Give me the mount. Give me the mount. Let's go.
The power of the first ones. Mine to control. My cartel
Next time for sure.
not fade.
The first ones hid these artifacts.
Bro, like, y'all need to get the mount so you can trade it to me,
They
okay?
are not meant for us.
You guys really need to get this under control.
Grateful our paths crossed, War Walker.
Hey, get this shit done.
Apologies. The cosmic backwash was turbulent. This is as close as I could get you. Solia must be nearby. Were I to make a wager, I'd put
I'm not trying hard enough to
on
loot
the
them out.
ruins
Yeah,
ahead.
true. Couldn't even get it from Heroic. Yeah, you can. Like, we've had it confirmed in like 5 different ways that you can get it from Heroic.
Power in
'Cause I thought the same thing you did, right? I mean, like, why wouldn't I? It was a mythic mount. Why would I expect to drop in Heroic?
Power without wisdom leads to ruin, Solia.
Against the might of the Titans.
It's like, this is how I used to farm, like, all the time.
You are unworthy to lay claim to these relics. You desecrate these halls. Only fire will purge your... That artifact will end you all.
Solia's arrogance will be her downfall.
That's why nobody clears Mythic? Yeah, there's just no reason to if you can get the same rewards on Heroic, man. I mean, like, let's be honest. It just doesn't make any sense. It's not efficient.
A taxing
This shit's
journey,
OP.
but our path remains true.
Favorite patch was 8.2, what I thought about as a player. I thought 8.2 was one of the best patches Blizzard's ever made.
Talent for acquiring intriguing artifacts. This was found among the ruins of the Black Empire. Yes?
Is it the same percentage though?
You have an
It
eye
probably
for
is, yeah.
treasure, but not enough smarts to
Benthic
stay
gear?
away.
Benthic gear wasn't that bad.
Apologies, Captain.
Like, it was not a good decision that Blizzard made. Like, don't get me wrong, like, it was a bad decision that they made,
You love
but it wasn't really a big deal.
buckaroo.
I think the other thing that was bad was the honor that you had to get. Like, I feel like that was kind of stupid too, because you had to get, before it got nerfed, you had to get 50,000 honor. Which was just like, I mean, that was a fucking cock and a half. So I can understand why people were not happy about that. But other than that, I actually thought that the idea of essences was really cool and I liked it a lot. The reason why I liked it is that it was one of those things where, like, as somebody who plays a lot of different types of content, I like being rewarded for that, and I like the idea that, like, you know what the essences reminded me of? Like, now that I think about it, I never thought of this before. It reminds me a lot of the Lost Art progression. It's like whenever I'm, you know, I like anything I do is like working towards like getting another skill point potion or like a, you know, a bonus like that or something like that. And I like that a lot. I thought that was really cool.
Bow before cartels.
Oh, we aggro these guys.
Oppose me and be extinguished. How dare you hinder me?
This shit's so bad. It's all shared though in Lost Art. I mean, I said that, like, I mean, you know, that was my video today, right? Was that I think that, like, everything should be account-wide, basically.
My cartel.
Come on, you guys got them out. Somebody got them out, right? Somebody had to have gotten them out. Come on, come on, come on, guys. Somebody got them. Fuck!
The first ones hate these artifacts for good reason. They are not meant for us. I am grateful our paths crossed, Lord Walker.
Next time, for sure.
The cosmic backwash was turbulent. This is as close as I could.
I hate having to do horizontal content to advance my character, do more damage. Feels so dumb in force. Like, I think it can be both. And I think it depends, like, you know what? I bet it depends a lot on the horizontal content itself. Because I bet you might not feel that way about, like, all horizontal content. You might just feel that way about some of it.
Power eludes your grasp, Aldalin. A tenet of your cartel.
And, like, that's how I feel.
Power without wisdom leads to ruin,
Against the might of the Titans.
Have this push me forward.
You are unworthy to lay claim to the you desecrate these halls. Only fire will purge you.
Make everything account wide. Like, I kind of liked how in, like, Diablo 3 you could give some of your pieces of gear to your alts. Like, I thought that was, like, really cool. I remember I got a, what was the two-handed axe? It was, like, Scorn or some shit.
taxing journey.
In Diablo 3.
Oh, you have a talent for acquiring intriguing
What's it called?
artifacts.
The big two-handed
This was
axe.
found among the ruins
Scorn,
of
yeah.
the Black Empire. Yes?
No, Crystal Singing Axe. That was the Singing Crystal Axe. That's actually what it's called. That was a level 70 BOE
Apologies,
in
Captain.
Burning Crusade.
Please direct your grievances towards my associates.
You lot meddled with the wrong buccaneer.
Use the gear would boost sellers and stuff like that down. I just, like, I don't want to see Blizzard make decisions based off of, like, boosting. Like, if Blizzard thinks boosting is so bad, then maybe they should make it against the rules. And not fucking make the entire game worse because of it. It's just, like, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's, like, such a backwards perspective. Mid reward, lower effort casual players. I mean, you could always have a thing where, like, for example, I think that if you added something like Titan Forging to, like, heroic, like up into heroic level, I don't think it would be bad.
You cannot control this power.
So, like, for example, if you had Titan Forging up to, like, theoretically right now, item level, fucking 270 or something like that, I think that would pretty much be fine. 265, maybe even 270, because, like, I don't know, maybe 265 is a better number. I don't know. But, like, for example, I think it would give casual players, because, like, I don't think Titan Forging is, like, just a fundamentally bad idea in all circumstances, because, like, for example, there were a lot of casual players. Titan Forging ruined the game, but why did it ruin the game? Come on, where's the mount, guys? Guys, you gotta draw. You gotta loot the mount. Keep doing it wrong. Are we instance capped? Guys, I think we might be instance capped.
These troublesome pieces will reside where they can do no more harm.
I didn't even know that instance cap affected us. Here, let's just leave instance group and we'll wait. We'll wait like 30 minutes. Yeah, no, it's account wide. Yeah, just leave instance group. Just sit in a group and we'll just wait 30 minutes. Fairy Hydrant Forest, a full-blown boosting ban. It could be hard to ask where the line's drawn. And, like, that's the thing. Like, I just, like, for example, I think that their decision, it's about, I think, like, it's about finding elegant solutions. So, like, for example, I kind of didn't like, I think it's on, like, Belshazzar, is that right? Where if you have one person dead at the end, it's a wipe. Because you have to, like, soak a, like, some sort of orb or, like, beam or something like that. And, like, Vicus is like that to a lesser extent. Belshazzar is something else? Well, I thought it was. Like, I remember watching Saint One's video, and that's what I thought it was. Titan Forging should be linked to plus 15 only, instead of removing it entirely. No, I don't... Like, I hate Warforging and Titan Forging. I think it's fucking garbage. But, I think it's only bad for... It's only bad in the context of, like, having to refarm the same high-end gear. So, like, I wouldn't even really care if Heroic could Titan Forge or Warforge. Like, I wouldn't really give a shit. But I think that Mythic level gear should exist at a baseline that is perfect. Does that make sense? And, like, everything below Mythic level gear can Titan Forge, I don't care. Like, a good example of this was Helya in Trial of Valor. So Helya in Trial of Valor dropped 895 item level gear. And was it 895 or was it 905? I don't remember, guys. But either way, and doesn't really, yeah, it's just 895 on Mythic. And like 895 was like the max Titan Forge. So if you got a piece of Helya Mythic gear, you were capped out. You were done. You beat the game. That was it. So I thought that was awesome. That's fine, sir. Titan Forging would be fine to have the Mythic cap. Yeah, the problem is that, like, a casual player, like, I think that Titan Forging is, like, a huge problem for, like, the top 5% of players. Or the top 10% of players, maybe. But it's a actual fun mechanic for the bottom 90 or 80% of players. Like, I remember whenever, like, my mom would get, like, a Titan Forged item, and I'd be like, holy shit, that's crazy, right? Hard disagree. Well, what is the problem with it? Because, like, my understanding, I feel like I was the biggest advocate to get rid of Titan Forging. So, like, in terms of understanding why it's bad, I feel like I'm, like, an expert on that. Like, I 100% know why it's bad. Sell him. Fuck about that. We need to learn 20 new terms for the same content between 5 expansions. New expansion comes out. Yeah, good question. Okay. I got another one of these. Do I have that? I think I do.
Friend of the Grummels.
Well, I used it again. Now it's gone. Great. It's not fun when you try to min-max, but, like, that's the thing, is, like, don't you think that's, like, such a small, oh, there's one, such a small problem, is, like, the Arcano Crystal. Like, you could easily just change that. Like, I think that it's a bad idea. Oh, we shouldn't do Titan Forging because one item was overpowered. Well, then just make it to where that item can't Titan Forge. Like, problems. Fucking. Like, what is this? Like, how is this so hard? you know what I mean? Like, why? It's like, oh, this is in that case problem solved. Yeah, you just fucking make it to where that one can't Titan Forge.
shackles and chains, the scryers will be sought.
Wasn't the only example of Titan Forging being bad. It was the best example of it. Titan Forge Relics was bad as well. Well, like...
You shall be silenced.
Let me think. Okay, so... Convergence of Fates was bad. Ashar's Eternal Flaunt was bad. Ashvane's Razor Coral was bad. The ring from, fucking... what's it called? Court of Stars was bad. Let me think. What are some of the other ones? Bad? Well, the bad as in you had to farm them constantly for a lottery drop because of how good they were with their upgraded version. Shade of Iran. Oh yeah, see, I wasn't a caster. I don't remember that one. Rings from Mechagon, yeah. So, like, in my mind, that is not a problem. That's just a challenge. Because here's what you do. You just make it to where those items can be upgraded. So, like, if there's an item that, like, people are farming a Titan Forge drop for over and over and over, you just add it to where that item can be upgraded. Like Valor, yes. Bringing back Valor upgrading was good, yeah. Why not make everything upgradable instead of Titan Forge? Because I think that there is a genuine value in having that big lottery drop for casual players. Especially, like, let's say you're like a normal mode raider, or you're a world quest Andy, and you drop an item that's like heroic quality for raid. I think that's really cool for you. And I don't think it's a big deal either. Because, like, that's not going to happen probably, like, more than, like, once or twice a patch. So it's not like this guy is going to outpace, like, serious raiders or anything like that. Like, I see zero negatives with that. Awesome as casual player in Legion? Yeah, exactly. Items are not capped to Titan Forged. World Quest go Titan Forged to Mythic and Taurus quality. Beyond that, theoretically. Then what about Titan Forging on catch-up gear drops only? Could hype up returning players. Yeah, that would be cool. Where, like, every piece of gear is Warforged. And, like, you start with one successful roll. That would be cool. I think, like, basically, I like the idea of having gambling features like that into the game with, like, drops, as long as those gambling features are not the entire game. Like, where they are basically a pleasant surprise and not something that you are relying on or farming or trying to get. Like, you're like dramatically trying to farm this item out. Only happens up to heroic. People crying about min-max should do mythic then. Yeah, you're not, if you're crying about min-maxing and you're only doing heroic, you're not min-maxing. Yeah, you're garbage. This is the way it goes. Buy a fucking carry. Min-max your job, buy some WoW tokens and buy a carry. I think I'm gonna bring that up next time I go on my main stream, and I'm gonna begin the conversation with guys. I think they need to bring back Titan Forging. Just to start making people mad. Your content, yeah. Farming outrage, yeah. Well, why do people always get mad at you all the time? I wonder. How does this keep happening to me? So you want Wrath of Lich King Titan Forge? Oh, what's this? Automa. Oh, I've never got that before. I don't think. I don't know. You should have no limit besides Mythic Eye level. I think that the best gear in the game should be deterministic. Bro, like today is just like, I honestly, like, this is just fucking disgusting. This is honestly fucking disgusting, man. This is a 4-mount day. Jesus Christ. Yo, Zach, I got 4 mounts one day. Holy fuck, man. God damn, man. That is wild. Go for 5. I'll do more runs after this. We gotta give it like maybe 10 more minutes and then we'll be good to go. Holy fuck, bro. Like, I want to talk about, yeah, like like Zach came over and like he was like, because I was surprised he had this shit. I was like, wait, what the fuck? You have this? He's like, yeah. And I was just shocked. And we actually, it will be a 5-mount day because in 2 hours that other mount spawns. I probably need to get food then after I do that. It is what it is. Yeah, true. Like, holy fuck. That's why I think it's funny. People say, oh, you're never gonna catch up. Like, bitch, if I try to catch up, like, I'm already there. I need to get, I think next week I'll get Exalted. What's next on the mount list? Let's see. Ember Court for the Countess mount takes quite a while. Bro, like, is that Desire's Battle Gargon? Because if that's the one, like, that's the only, yeah, I believe so, that probably, because that's the only one I don't have. No, I need to, I hate Ember Courts. Doing Ember Court traumatized me so bad. I don't even do any of the other bonus events for, like, the Covenant Sanctums. Like, I hated it so much, I don't even do any of the other ones. It's so bad. It's like the worst part is I thought it was going to be fun. And it's like I've been fucking bamboozled. You'll love the Kyrian one, yeah. Night Phase so easy. Stitch Yard is the headache, really? I don't even know. Well, Draxus one is fair. I felt the same with the Kyrian one.
Prove that none can match
Really?
you in the arena.
How much revenue for Exalted? 2.5k. I'm not even gonna worry about doing it right now.
Use it to light the braziers that call the
If you're talking about
great
like the
houses
Ember
of the
Court,
arena.
like let's see, the
If you are
Countess
fast enough to do so.
friend. I'm like halfway. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. It's better than what I expected. I think it takes 8 to 12 weeks. That's fine. That's like only 3 months. The thing is, like, I'm very good at taking like a long-term goal like that and then just taking it and like eating it, biting it in like little bite-sized pieces and just doing it one bit at a time. That's how I got the mount from Lost Ark. Is I got that mount one turn in at a time. And there's a lot of people that don't have that philosophy, and that's why they're dumb.
I keep everything well maintained. All of these have been battle tested.
I need to get 2 more of these.
My goods will serve.
And there's no functional reason. Let me make sure that I have all of these. there's no functional reason for me to... That's kind of cool. How do I get grateful offerings? Because I don't want to buy a whole lot of these right now. Callings? Fuck. Have to let all Covenant usable and mount offs. I will whenever Shadowlands is over. That's what I told everybody. I'm like, I know it's like a lot for people to do. And that's why I'm like, okay, well, you've got until the end of Shadowlands. It's like, this is just like, you should be able to buy grateful offerings. They should add, I should like send that in as a suggestion or something. Like if you could buy these with anima, that would be so nice. You buy like 10 for 100 anima or something like that. You can buy them.
Accept nothing.
Yeah, I mean for real money, I mean that'd be great, yeah. RMT them? Yeah, hell yeah. Okay, so... And then what about... Make sure I've got all this. Do I have all this? Oh, so I need to buy this, right? Do I have to buy this or do the quest for it? Quest? Okay, let me see if any of them are up today. Because, like, they increase the chances of them spawning. But yeah, in terms of mounts, like, I'm also going to get, pretty soon, I'm going to get the 250 honor level mount, which is actually, like, really big.
Hail, mortal.
It's just like, people don't think about, wait, what's this?
I serve
Oh,
the
fuck.
queen.
I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to save this one for mainstream. I'm going to save it. So that would actually be 5. Holy fuck.
Clean up after yourself. I have high standards.
Yeah, I want to save it for mainstream.
No atonement without sacrifice.
800 mount achievement? I agree. She's not always up. Wait, what?
Need some help?
Do it now, okay. Can't thank you enough for finding Melee. You know, she's just a little bit more than I can handle. Do you mind watching over her? Take care of her. Yes.
All things in balance.
I'll save it. I'll learn it on stream. I should have learned all of them on stream, actually. That would have been a better idea. Yeah, keep it in inventory. Okay, so I checked to see if, like, all these... Oh, there's one more. This one never gives you... Yeah. So I checked that one. This one wasn't there. So there's like no turn-ins, right? Yeah. Okay, so I did that. Oh right, I need to do them all. So there's no more... There is no functional advantage to having any of the other Covenant buildings leveled up besides the, like, special flavor building. Is that right? Pretty much? Okay. Flavor building? Like the Ember Court, or like the Abomination Factory, or the Garden, or the Path of the fucking Kyrian individuals. Oh, some guy in my guild just got invincible, man. Holy shit. Hypnos. That's cool, like everybody gratses him and everything like that. How many people are in my guild now anyway? 43 people online, holy shit. Only one online for me? Well, you know, like, we don't invite... The thing is, like, I don't want people to join the guild and then be like, hey, you know, I'm here for Asmongold. Like, that's not... Like, that's not what we really want in the guild. But if you want to join and you're, like, a normal person, you can probably message one of the officers and they'll get you in. Because, like, we've had so many people join and they were just fucking spurgs and we had to get rid of them. After I do these 20 guys, we're going to go ahead and do 10 more runs. Is the guy up? Yeah, he is. I'll go kill him. Might as well kill that guy at the same time. You know what we'll do? We'll go kill the other one too. I remember whenever this shit first came out, I like barely could kill that guy. Are we happy to see more WoW content from you? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just, you know, such a good game. Night Fae Transport Network is part of it? Yeah, I know. I'm gonna start working on that pretty soon, too. 4 mounts and... Was it 5 mounts in one day? Jesus Christ. I always find it funny, like, it is so funny to me that people think that it's like if I actually wanted to, I couldn't, like, get all of them. And the thing is, like, also, like, the reason why I get so many of them, the main reason is because I'm very good at exploiting. Like, I will figure out, like, the most efficient way to do something and exploit the fuck out of it. That's why, yeah, that's why I get so far, because, like, you think about it, there are so many things to do in the game, it would be literally impossible to keep up with everything unless you were doing it with, like, a very high level of efficiency. John Zerka to Warcraft? I thought John Zerka got banned. Is he still... I don't know. Like, I feel like Twitch... Like, every once in a while, somebody at Twitch gets their feelings hurt and John Zerka gets banned. He's not banned? Well, that's good. Yeah, I think he's... I like John. I think he's funny. I remember I met him, fucking, like... I met him, like, 3 or 4 years ago. And he was just, like, chill. Like, I didn't really know much about him at all. And so I didn't really know what to expect. He was just, like, a normal, like, cool guy. Obviously, like, you know... It's like, this is the same with every streamer, right? You put on a little bit of a show for the audience, but he's a nice guy. Farm to rep for Ashran? Yeah, I did that one. That one fucking sucked, man. You know, watch the MDI for Fearless Spectator. I wish, like, I mean, if I could... I wonder if Blizzard would get mad if I just, like, fucking watched it on my stream. I feel like they would probably not really care. Because, like, they would ban. I feel like it's a don't ask, don't tell situation. Where it's like, it's beneficial for them and it's beneficial for me, like, theoretically. So, they probably just wouldn't do anything about it. It's not allowed. Yeah, but, like, would they really... Would they get on me for it? I don't know. DMCA for sure, dude. You think so? I don't know. Like, cause like, so my understanding, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but I'm just gonna say it. My understanding is that the only reason why all of the content went over to YouTube was it was part of some sort of like storage like partnership, and like because Blizzard went from using Amazon Web Services to Google Web Services, the esports teams were like packaged in that deal. Like that was my understanding. But I'm not sure. Like I don't really know. So it's like, do they have, like basically for DMCA, I think that like the main question is like, do they have a vested interest in DMCAing you? And I think the answer to that is probably not. Isn't React fair use? Fair use is a defense in court. They can still DMCA you. And it's like, to be honest, like, I wouldn't fight it. I would just be like, okay, I'm not gonna do it. The problem is like, it's not really a good idea for anybody to be, like, nobody wants to go to court for something like that. It's like, it's not good for Blizzard. It's a waste of their resources. It's a waste of my resources. It's a waste of everybody's time. Like, it's like, it's a weird PR thing. And so, like, there's no real advantage to that. So, like, if they said don't watch it, I just would not watch it, period. That would be it. Verbatim versus criticism. I think it really just depends.
Strength means everything.
Activision pays YouTube to host the event, so YouTube has a vested interest in making exclusive YouTube video. I don't think that they pay. Where did you get the information that they paid YouTube for the event? Because I've never heard that before in my life. We're gonna start after I turn this one in.
If you are fast enough to do so.
Yeah, like, what are you talking about? Shit though, why would you want to watch it? I don't know, just like, it's not like I'd watch the entire thing. I'm just curious, you know what I mean?
What can you do for me?
It would be cool. Alright, let's get this shit done, boys.
My arsenal is yours.
Who's not on?
Everything
Oh, we're
must
good.
be earned.
Try it next time you need a break. Yeah. Blizzard has unlimited resources. Yeah. Just ask them to be honest. See, like, the problem is, like, you want me to be totally honest? I think that asking them would... like, I think that if you don't do it, they'd probably be okay with it. But if you ask them, they'd probably be, like, legally required to say no.
Were I to make a wager,
You know what I mean? Like, it's probably one of those things. Like, I think it's actually really, really bad for the players that they can't restream MDI and AWC. I feel like Blizzard should, they should revisit how they do that. Because, like, for example, and like I would, like, if Blizzard ever, like, wanted, like, I would give them, like, all of my data and analytics from, like, the tournaments that we've done. Like, I would want to give them that data because, I think it's, like, super bad for the game that you have, like, all these, like, professional players and, you know, they're, like, 1K Andes. And I think one of the big reasons why they're 1K Andes is, like, yeah, the game doesn't have, like, a huge professional scene. You know, you could say, like, a lot of them are boring, like, whatever. Sure, like, all those things are true. However, I do think it's a little bit more complicated than that. And I think not being able to stream their POV and people be able to watch them, like, for example, think about how much hype it brings for Sentinels that, like, Shroud, or, like, even Valorant in general. Remember whenever Shroud would, like, restream the Valorant tournaments? Dude, he'd have, like, 300,000 viewers. Like, that was so good for Valorant.
A taxing journey, but our path remains true.
Valorant is good too nowadays. I think I might play Valorant next time I go live. Maybe maybe for, like, an outro game, I play a little bit of Valorant.
But not enough smarts to stay away from it.
Apologies,
Valorant
Captain.
sucks. I like
Please
Valorant
direct
a
your
lot.
grievances
I think it's a
towards
great
my
game.
Associates.
You love meddling with the wrong.
CS is getting stale. I mean, like, CS is like, I mean, you can never, like, I still believe that CS is the best spectator sport. Even though Valorant might sometimes be more interesting to play, I think that Counter-Strike will forever be the greatest esport for spectators.
Know not the power you chase.
Let us depart before the Coltirians
I think that
ask
for, like,
questions we lack
casual
time to
players
answer.
and for people that aren't, like, really into the tech of just the guns and everything, I think that Valorant could be more fun than CS for them. But I think that for, like, for example, like, I look at it from this perspective, right? So, like, my dad will watch Valorant. Actually, he's never watched Valorant. But I'll tell you what would happen if my dad watched Valorant. He would have no fucking idea what was going on. But the moment that, like, I put on CS, like, he would be telling them what he thinks they should do.
Oppose me and be extinguished! How dare you hinder me!
CS is easier to understand. Well, the reason why it's easier to understand is because they're using guns that everybody knows. Everybody knows what an M16 is, what a sniper rifle
My
is.
cartel must not fade. The first ones hate these artifacts for good reason.
That's
They are
one.
not meant for us.
There are no abilities like in Apex or Valorant. Yeah, exactly. And so, like, the abilities make the runs, make the game a little bit more boring for maybe people that play it all the time. But they make it more legible for people that watch it.
This is as close as I could get you. Solia must be nearby.
Gameplay's easier to follow because there's less ability spam. Yeah, exactly.
On the ruins ahead.
Do you have high hopes for Riot's MMO? I think so, and I think that I think you can look at the way that Riot has handled Valorant and how Valorant has been a continuously successful game. Like, what really impresses me a lot about Riot is the fact that they have games and they continuously improve the games, and they don't kill their own games. Like with Blizzard, I think that a lot of times, like, they have a good product, It's just that it's like they kill their own product basically. No, that doesn't matter. They'll res me. DK, bro, can you res me? There we go. It's too bad I don't have like 2 or 3% leech. I'd be able to survive easy. You want to see us players hate Valorant? It's the same reason why WoW players hate Final Fantasy. It's because Valorant is the immediate competition for CS. So people that quit CS go to Valorant. So it's like this is their competition.
A taxing journey, but our path remains true.
It's like League and Dota, WoW, and any other MMO. Yeah.
For acquiring intriguing
Apex and
artifacts.
Fortnite. I feel like
This was found among the ruins of the Black
I feel
Empire.
like Apex
Yes.
and Fortnite are two different audiences. Like the games are different enough to where like a lot of people play both of them.
Please direct your grievances towards my associates.
No. You lot meddled with the wrong buckaroo.
Like we used to play CS 1.6 in computer class. Like we had it downloaded on all the computers, and like we'd play 1.6 literally every day. The good old days, yeah. Quake 3. We had Unreal Tournament. We didn't really do Quake. We had Unreal Tournament in like freshman and like sophomore year. And then in junior and senior year we had CSGO. Or sorry, not CSGO, CS 1.6.
Must you hound my every step?
You cannot control this power.
Plays it server, not the official one, speaks volumes of Valve doesn't care about the game.
Only the withered and
Well,
dead
that is also
belong.
like, I actually didn't even think of that, but you're right. So like people play Faceit because the Faceit has like a rootkit or something like that, to where you don't have hackers and shit.
This power
Like I don't remember like what the details are.
bow before cartel's soul.
Kind of, yeah, pretty much.
You are nothing.
Kernel level anti-cheat, yeah.
And be extinguished.
That's actually a really good point. Because like not
How dare you hinder
like
me?
having to download something else to play the game on a competitive level just immediately is like, okay,
Tools of creation.
like I'm done
At my
for a lot of
command,
people, I
my
think.
cartel must not.
Well, yeah, I think that's how it's done. I don't know.
The first ones
All right, that's
hid
2.
these artifacts for good reason. They are not meant for
What do you think about
us.
CS:GO skins?
I am grateful our paths crossed, War Walker.
What do I think about CS:GO skins?
Troublesome pieces will
I mean,
reside
is
where
it
they can do no more harm and be studied
Apologies.
by
The
cartel
cosmic backwash was
until
turbulent.
our
Uh,
fortunes
This
meet
is
again.
as close as I could get you. Solia must be nearby. Were I to make a wager, I'd put coin on the ruins ahead.
Yeah, download skins. You want to see them? Yeah, like I'm just trying to think. Like, what do I really think about? Like, I don't like the boxes. I feel like it's kind of like a nuanced answer where I actually don't mind CS:GO people selling and buying CS:GO skins. I think that's totally fine. I think the why did I do that? I knew that was gonna happen too. So dumb of me.
You are unworthy to lay claim to these. You desecrate these halls.
Where is he? This bone grinder thing is so OP. Holy fuck.
Solia's arrogance will be her downfall.
That was actually the cleanest one we've ever had. Minus, of course, the DK literally dying.
A
Isn't CSGO skins like gambling for
Our path
NFTs?
remains true.
Well, like, so you have to separate like the acquisition method from the item itself. So like what I'm saying is that the acquisition method of CSGO skins, I think is totally fine.
Among the ruins of the Black Empire. Yes?
You see what I'm saying?
For treasure.
Like the
Not
buying
enough
and selling
smarts
them
to
is
stay
totally
away
fine in my mind.
Apologies, Captain. Please direct your grievances towards my associates.
Yeah. You lot meddle with the wrong buccaneer.
A chest of gold to whoever brings me their tongue. All hands on deck!
The boxes alone are somewhat gambling. CSGO boxes are 100% gambling. Like, they are 100% gambling. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. Like, they're gambling. And you can sell them for real money, it's fucking gambling.
Let us depart before the Coltirans ask questions we lack time
Somebody
to
totally
answer.
cosmetic. You mad about loot boxes like that when gambling is not only impossible to totally get rid of, anywhere relevant but illogical and unreasonable to want.
Must you
Well, so
hound
like,
my every step?
when gambling is not only impossible to totally get rid of.
I will
So like,
unmake you.
because you totally can't get rid of something, does that mean that you should not take any effort whatsoever in trying to minimize its impact? Because you can apply that logic to every single law that exists, number one. Number two, there are a lot of ways that you can get rid of it. Like, for example, if it was against the law, Valve wouldn't be doing it.
Bow before cartel's soul.
It's just common sense.
Oppose me and be extinguished.
Yeah, I'll always get this one, don't worry about it.
How dare you hinder me?
Yeah, it's like there's certain countries where you literally can't gamble.
The power of the first
Like, I don't
one.
even understand that.
My cartel must not.
Any mount traders? Nope. Fucking dog shit game. Let's do it
First
again.
ones hid these
This is 3.
artifacts for good reason. They are not meant for us. I am grateful our paths crossed,
shit, I know.
War Walker.
I think it's hypocritical if a company allows gambling but not crypto games. Not necessarily. Because gambling is, I think the difference is that it's the assumption made by the individual. I think that you can make an argument that it is within the general competency of an individual that gambling involves a house edge. But I don't think that you can make the same argument that the returns from cryptocurrency that might be intended by the creators or the people that are promoting it are known by the general public or the people that it's being advertised to. You see what I'm saying?
Might of the Titans.
So like one of them is like effectively false advertising.
Worthy to lay claim to the you desecrate these halls.
I mean, I'd have to probably think about it more, but that's like, whenever I just think about it for a second or two, that's where I'm at. Got his ass. Most crypto games are pump and dump. Well, not only are they a pump and dump, but they are advertised as if they are not. Which is what my point is. How can you have so much numbers?
But our path remains
I can count. Want to resell, want to sell a skins company video game, you can buy it, not gambling with real money. Like, in my opinion, I feel like these are two things that would just immediately make gaming better instantaneously and make it less, I really don't like using the word exploitative or manipulative because I think that you're stupid if you get manipulated by a video game, but we'll just use that just for the sake of the conversation. I think number one is get rid of loot boxes. Number two is also get rid of these like secondary jewels, crystals, currencies, royal jewels, royal crystals, special tickets, platinum coins, fucking jewels, like pearls. Like get rid of riot points. Like get rid of all of those. Like literally no
Let us depart.
no currency like that. Crowns, yeah. Delete every single one of them. Things that obfuscate the actual cost. The cost for the item should be in USD or whatever the local currency is. I think that it is completely fine to make a game that's pay to win. I don't care about pay to win games because it's like, do you have the right to tell somebody they should not be, like you have the right of law to tell somebody they can't make a game that's pay to win? I think that is outrageous to even say that. Like that you have the right of law and the force of law that people can't make a pay to win video game. Get the fuck out of here.
Oppose me and be extinguished. How dare you hinder me?
But like, it's the gambling aspect that I think should be regulated.
Creation at my command. My cartel must not
Fuck.
fade.
I think that's 4.
The first ones hate these artifacts for good reason. They are not meant for us.
Is that because of the disassociation of buying a skin? Yeah. It's like in order to figure out the price of something in Lost Ark, for example, like on Mary's shop, or Mari's, I don't know if it's Mari or Mary, who gives a fuck? This stupid little girl. You have to take like the dollar amount and then convert it to royal crystals, and then take the royal crystal amount and then convert it to crystals, and then after you take that amount, then you have to look and then itemize each item on the shop. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's so much, man.
You are unworthy to lay claim to these. You desecrate these halls.
It's strange tonight. Yeah, I went pretty late today. I've been going pretty late. I'm also getting some of the fucking Maldraxxus items too, which is good. The malleable flesh. It's not like a crazy good farm, but it's decent. I mean, I'm at least getting something out of it. Gambling's literally impossible to remove. If you think you ought to always advocate to remove gambling, you shouldn't. You just remove everything related to chance and WoW, because you could sell this stuff you got for gold, and then for real money, and then for gold. Where do you draw the line? I don't think you can. Well, if my brain has been in the microwave for the last 15 years, I would agree with you. So let's go ahead and break this down. Number 1, every single law is not about reducing something down to 0. It is about creating a cost for doing it, so people are less likely to participate in the action.
Have an eye for treasure.
There is never a single law that has ever been made in the history of man that has ever stopped a crime completely. Think about it. Number 2, I think that it's very easy to draw the line between things that are done with and without the consent of the people that are making the game. So I don't really care about something that's for the that's not for the TOS. Like for example, like there are a lot of things that you can do that are outside of the TOS of a game that you would agree are probably bad things, like cheating, aimbotting, stuff like that. But just because these things are not preventable entirely does not mean that the game company doesn't have an accountability to preventing these things from happening. You see what I'm saying? So number 1, so like basically the company is the company is not directly accountable to these things. So like it's much easier, by the way, to hold a company like Valve accountable versus holding Timmy the oh fuck. I still get credit, right? You guys are gonna have to do it twice. I probably do get credit. Okay, yeah. Alright, cool. You guys have to do it twice.
Oh, the stars are mine. This power is vast. Bow before cartel's soul. Oppose me and be extinguished.
Would you support cheating in games as a crime at some point?
You are
I think that
nothing.
cheating inside of a tournament should be a crime, yeah. Cheating inside of a game with no monetary stakes, no, it shouldn't be against the law.
The tools of creation at my command.
Come on. Please give
My
me the
good
money.
Del must not
Fuck!
fade.
I already have that staff.
The first ones hate these artifacts for good
It's
reason.
5.
They are not meant for us. I am grateful our
Person
paths
selling cheats should
crossed.
be illegal, but not the person cheating, really? Wasn't that actually the judgment in the lawsuit in Germany that Blizzard had against Honor Buddy, where they actually ruled that Honor Buddy was liable because they were making money by having people break the TOS? This was like 12 years ago or something, so I don't remember. But that was my understanding. Is that like that's what they got them on, is because it's like it's one thing to break the TOS of a game, like who gives a fuck, but it's another thing to like make an entire like make your living off of it, right? Which is like effectively breaking a contract that you have with the game developer.
You are unworthy to lay claim to the you desecrate these halls.
Alright, big dick in here. Jesus, that feels so fucking good.
Only fire will burn.
It's usually how it goes, making money off doing something shitty. Yeah, exactly.
Selia's arrogance will be her downfall.
Maybe we can... No, there's no way. Yeah, half of you guys got in there. We'll probably just get over there by the time they're pulling the boss. It's not even a big deal. This season another quest before we go to push Q's here. Yeah, I'm hoping so, man. Stormbreed, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. The Elemental Shaman? Holy fuck.
Apologies, Captain. Please direct your grievances towards my associates.
Alright, let's go. How many times did you beat Elden Ring? Just once, actually. Laws of toxicity wasn't an issue for Blizzard until customers made it, lawsuits against them. I think WoW, like, the fact is, like, you're right, like, Blizzard didn't take the bad shit happening in their games seriously enough. Like, you're totally right about that. The problem is that, like, there are so many, like, women and, like, black people and, like, gay people and shit like that, like, Blizzard is effectively, like, fucking ignored, and they've just gotten harassed constantly in their games. Because, like, I'm not one of these, like, I'm not a, like, social justice warrior or anything like that, but, like, you really don't have to be to think that it's fucking stupid to go and harass somebody in a video game over something that it's not even in the game, right?
Your cartel has dissolved into dust.
It's just so stupid. Like, in general, I think that, like, if you are, if you're talking shit to somebody, and, like, you take, like, your shit talking outside of the game, you're probably an asshole.
You are nothing. How dare you hinder me?
Like, making fun of somebody for being garbage at the game is like, yeah, I mean, maybe that's, like, bad in, like, some circumstances, like, to the extent that you do it. But, like, come on. Oh my god, where's the mount? Alright, do it again.
The first ones hate these artifacts for good reason.
Yeah, you're good, bro.
They are not meant for us. I am grateful.
What do you mean by
our
outside of the
paths
game?
crossed. These troublesome
Wait, would you
pieces
consider calling someone
will
adopted
reside where
too
they
far?
can do no more
Well,
harm.
no, because like you're not calling somebody adopted based off of knowing them. So like for example, like it's like I feel like whenever you have conversations like this, people create these like absolutely like intellectually dishonest fantasy scenarios where it's actually okay to say something bad. Let's just call it what it is, right? Like, I'm not saying that trash talk should be against the rules. I'm not saying people should get banned for teabagging, okay? But what I am saying is that if you're using somebody's immutable characteristics as an insult whenever you're playing a video game against them, you're a fucking loser. Like, I think this is just common sense. Like harassment? Yeah. What I'm saying is like like for example, if you call someone, like it is different, right? To an extent, if you call somebody a dumb bitch, knowing that like they're a woman and you're calling them a dumb bitch because they're a woman. You see what I'm saying? Like that is clearly different in my mind than if you're calling somebody, you know, something like that just because they're in a game with you. And like they did something that made you mad. Like I don't think these two things are the same.
You have a talent for acquiring intriguing artifacts.
Context matters. Yeah, exactly. It's like this is clearly in the context of like knowing the person's real life identity and then using it against them while you are insulting them in the game. So it would take prior knowledge.
Please direct
Does that make sense?
towards my associates.
I got a 2-week suspension for saying maybe don't die cunt to someone raging in a BG. Yeah, but if you got a 2-week suspension for that, the odds are like it's because you've gotten in trouble a bunch of other times. Yeah, it's like this is like your suspension like number 5. So it's like you didn't really get suspended for that. That's just what happened. It's the most recent suspension.
Must you hound my every step?
You cannot control this power. The
I
artifact
will
belongs in a
unmake you.
museum.
Only the withered and dead belong in guards. Remove these pests. Your cartel has dissolved into dust.
Here we go, boys.
To lead mine to glory.
Here's the mount.
This power is vast.
Plus, when banned a video game, they create a fantasy that someone puts their own life. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I'm just saying, like, in general, I don't think it's a big deal. Like, trash talk's not a big deal. The only problem is, like, some people take trash talk too far. Like, not in terms of, like, really what they say, but it's, like, their fixation on saying it. So, like, for example, if you're playing a game against somebody, this is it, 100%. Next time we're gonna get it. Let's go. So, like, if, like, you do an arena game and, like, somebody messages you and they message you, they're like, GG, easy, right? But they keep messaging you, they're like, you suck. Like, if somebody messages you and they tell you that you suck, like, should they get suspended for that? Like, no. Like, I don't, no. It's not a big deal. However, I think if somebody messages you and they say you suck, and they just keep doing it over and over and over, right? That's completely different in my mind.
See how your wisdom
Power without wisdom leads to ruin,
Titans.
You are unworthy to lay claim to these.
Yeah, there's a line there. Yeah, exactly.
These halls.
I feel like a lot of just like average people know this, but you have like some of these people who like raging in video games and like malding out like that. They'll always like create some kind of like imaginary like 0.001% situation where it would be bad to do that. But like the odds are it's, you know, somebody's just being an obnoxious bitch. The age of being a snowflake? Well, the thing is, like, are they being snowflakes, or is the person who can't stop themselves from spamming somebody with messages being the snowflake? Because, like, I think that that's actually the more, like, mentally unhinged thing to do. Like, it is much more mentally unhinged to spam people with, like, angry messages than to not like angry messages spammed at you.
Apologies, Captain. Please direct your
You said you sucked someone's mental health issues? I think that if your issues are that bad, and like being told that you're bad in a video game is going to cause you to like have a mental health relapse, you should stay off the internet and not play with random people. Like, I'm very reasonable with these things, but I think that again, other people need to be reasonable as well. And I wouldn't make a Modern Warfare 2 up. I don't think it was really that bad. Like, I mean, it really wasn't that bad. Yeah, it's like avoiding bars if you're an alcoholic. Yeah, exactly.
Must you hound my every step?
You cannot control this power.
I will
The artifact
unmake you.
belongs in a museum.
Only the withered and dead. Guards, remove these pests.
Well, for the Torres, there's loud, terrible mics and N-word, not really that bad. Yeah, it's just people saying stupid fucking shit. Some of you suck, solid language is part of the spammer. Yeah, yeah. And like, that's the thing, is like a lot of like the continued stuff, like it's like already covered.
Oppose me and be extinguished.
Give me the mount.
Hinder me.
The power of the first ones. My cartel
Just do it
must
again.
not fade.
The first ones hate these artifacts for good reason. They are not meant for us.
You get seriously addicted to video games to affect mental health. They can't just pull away. I think like
will reside where they can do
I think it is like
and be studied by cartel.
Because McBackwash
Until
was
our
turbulent.
fortune
it's not the fault of the game that people can't, like, they have no self-control.
Were I to make a wager,
Like that's not the game's
on
fault.
the ruins ahead.
People need to toughen up. Suspending people, banning people, being toxic is not a good idea. Yes, it is. It's absolutely a good idea. It's 100% a good idea to ban people for being toxic and like just acting like spurgs.
Tenet of your cartels. See how you
Like,
Without wisdom, lead to ruin.
this isn't something about like being a snowflake or anything like that. Like, just average normal people don't want to deal with that shit. Like, I think this is something a lot of these like you know, like toxic advocate malding Andys might not realize, is like average people don't want to fucking deal with that. Like, why would anybody want to deal with that? And so it's like, it's bad for business. Like, if you
Salia's arrogance will be her downfall.
they ignore them. But, like, why is it that like now everybody has to like walk around this person? Like, why is this person that everybody now has to accommodate for being unreasonable or obnoxious or belligerent? Why is it not just remove the belligerent, rude person? Why is it everybody else's responsibility to exist around them?
found among the ruins of the Black Empire.
It's not.
Ye have an eye for treasure, but not enough smarts to stay away from it.
Apologies, Captain. Please
It's fucking
direct
arrogance,
your
what is-
grievances
exactly.
towards my associates.
You love
It's like, the way that I look at it also is that in many of these cases,
To whoever brings me their tongue.
like, there is no real life circumstance in which that behavior is acceptable. right? Maybe like playing basketball, right? Depending on like who you're playing with and if you know them. But like it's like if you act this way, if you talk like this to people and at work, you're fired. If you talk to this like people like this at school, you're kicked out. If you talk to this people like this in like a party, you're either gonna get in a fight or get kicked out.
You cannot control this power.
Like yeah, nobody wants to be around this. That's cool, kicked out. Yeah, if you keep harassing people and talking shit to them, yeah, of course they'd get rid of you. Especially if it's something that's like, I mean, in college, yeah.
This power is vast. Bow before Cartel's soul. You are nothing. How dare you hinder me? The power of the first
HR companies for being an asshole. Being fired isn't the case as much as you like to be. But it is the case in many regards. Do people get fired in every circumstance whenever they probably should be? No, I mean, of course not, right? But that's not really a good point. Like bad things happening is not really an excuse for bad things to happen.
Solia must be nearby. Were I to make a wager, I'd put coin.
No, just report the abuse most of the time. Yeah. It's an overrated problem. Yeah, it is. It's in general an overrated problem, but I do think that like it's bad for the game if you just let like a few like vitriolic kids make the experience for other normal people worse. Because I don't think it's like I don't think it's a bunch of like, you know, super sensitive fucking, you know, like babies. It's just normal people that don't want to deal with it. One of recourse is reporting them. Hopefully they get some backlash. Yeah, I mean, usually that's what'll happen.
A taxing journey. But our
Green Asshole Skimmer back someday. Getting a perma because you didn't know any better. Well, I wouldn't do it if I could get perma. Like that's the reality, is that I would have, like, I understand like you think that you have like this like really smart argument or something like that, but I wouldn't do it if I thought I would get a permaban.
Not enough smarts to stay away from.
Why would I do something that would get my account banned?
Please direct your grievances towards my associates.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Our captain is a dragon.
A chest of gold to whoever brings me their child.
Because you didn't know all the little rules back then? Well, like, can you give me an example of a little rule that I would not know back then, that I would accidentally break? Give me an example of that.
You know not the power you chase.
Let us depart before the Coltirans ask questions we lack time to answer.
Stealing from guild bank and then quitting the guild. So you think that I thought it was good to steal from the guild bank and quit the guild?
This power. The artifact belongs in a museum.
So you thought that like unless there was a rule that said you can't steal from a guild bank, I would assume that stealing from a guild bank was a good idea and good?
I choose to lead mine to glory.
Like where are you going with this?
This power is vast. Bow before Cartel.
I think this might be our last run. I don't know. Before we get locked out again.
Nothing. dare you hinder me?
You just came from mounts, you wouldn't have come down, now you're just switching it all up.
Tools of creation. At my command, my cartel must not fail.
Okay, let's see if we can do another one. Nope, we're capped.
The first ones
Alright, I think we start again at 9:30.
They are not meant for us.
Good job.
I'm grateful our paths crossed.
Let's just wait for a bit.
These troublesome pieces will reside where they can do no more harm and be studied
Leadership
by
should set
cartel
restrictions, give permissions, only people they trust.
until our fortunes
I think
meet
that
again.
in a general sense, like you can't protect about every single person about every single instance, you're right. But in a general sense, you should try to side with people that don't have malicious intent. Like if there's somebody who has malicious intent, and you know that they have malicious intent, then I would not side with them based off of the principle.
State your intent.
I mean, who gives a fuck about, oh, well, this is, you know, technically not against the rules. Like, what the fuck do you mean technically not against the rules? You just make up the rules. And if they disguise their malicious intents, well, then it's harder to decide. I mean, that's the thing. I get what you're saying, but isn't malicious a matter of perspective? Bro, like impersonating an officer and then getting invited to the guild and then stealing everything out of the guild bank, that's malicious. Like, what are you trying to fucking say? Like, what? What are you, stupid? Like, I mean, I like... Are you, like, this is the thing. It's obviously malicious. And this is the thing, right? Is that a lot of people that like being hostile and toxic online because, you know, it's like gives them an outlet because they're, I don't know, mad about something in real life. They try to come up like, and you see the people that do this, every single one that tries to argue this stuff is like brain dead fucking stupid. Like absolutely fucking brain dead stupid. Everyone disagrees with me, stupid. Well, this isn't a disagreement. This is a situation where I'm right and they're wrong. And there's literally no gray area. They're just being stupid. There are a lot of times whenever I can indulge the idea of an opposite point of view. I do this, contrary to what some people on Reddit would have you believe. But there are some circumstances where there is only one right way to look at something. There are times where common sense simply prevails. This use that everybody's wrong copium on anyone else want to go. Well, the thing is that I think that, yeah, of course, like I'm very opinionated, and I usually don't listen to like other people's point of view if I think it's wrong. But I think in a lot of cases, like, I think I'm right. Yeah, and I'm usually much more open to, like, there are a lot of things that I'm very open to like other points of view on. But there are some things that it's just like, this is obviously what it is, right? Banning WoW token be similar equivalent on war on drugs. It pushes the interactions underground. Costs the developer more money instead of profiting off of it. Well, so like, let's use that analogy, okay? Let's go ahead and do that, because so like what you're saying is that because it would never be effective. It wouldn't work, right? So like banning, like getting rid of the WoW token would be like the war on drugs. So on a very base level, that would be true. But imagine if you made every drug legal, like what you said, and then everybody started driving around drunk, or high, or on drugs. Like, think about how fast that would deteriorate the society. Like, you would have to make rules for that. You could not let that happen. Alcohol's legal, but you can't drive drunk. Yeah. Just because drugs are legal doesn't mean you're allowed to drive high. Well, I think that's like kind of what I'm saying is like just allowing buying and selling gold wholesale, I think is like just letting people do whatever they want. Because you're right that like in some circumstances it probably isn't that bad. But other circumstances, it has like a broader effect on the game that's negative. I think they're very good parallel. Well, regardless, I think that I mean, maybe let's assume it's not a good parallel because it doesn't really matter. I don't think that's the case. I think that it's actually pretty easy to get rid of most of the people that are like selling gold. It's probably really easy to do that because all you need to do is create different thresholds for accounts and have like different types of algorithms that would detect whenever a transaction occurs with an account a certain amount of times or a certain way, and then you ban the people that are buying gold. Legal or not, legalizing drugs doesn't necessarily increase the amount of users. I don't know, like I don't know, I don't have any statistics on this, so like I don't really know, but my assumption would be that if you legalize drugs, more people would do drugs. Like that's like just the logical conclusion that I would arrive at. Like more people would do drugs if you made them legal, and I would have to, like, if I saw evidence of the contrary, I would be extremely skeptical of it. Like I would, of course, like the truth is like evidence is that's it, right? Like numbers define reality. What I think is does not define reality. So like maybe that is true. But like, just this is just going off of my instinct, I guess. I would assume that it would definitely increase the amount of people that did drugs. And also, like, another problem is that even if they do sell someone underage gold online, I could probably stop it altogether based on how they tried. Yeah, exactly. They don't give a shit. Instinct, I mean intuition. Yeah, whatever you want to say. What works in Portugal or Netherlands might not work in the USA. There's a lot of data on that. Might actually play out that way. Well, it's hard really to say because, like, I don't know. I cannot accept that people would just simply, like, the number would not change, or it would have an inverse effect. I would not accept that unless I have actual data for it. If somebody want me to wants to show me data for it, then I'll look at it. Give me a study and I'll read it.
How may I serve?
We get better treatment instead of jail to get mental help. Yeah, but like that's only on one type of a spectrum of drugs. There are a lot of other drugs that you don't need treatment or help from, like smoking weed. Have youth trying drugs because it reduces its cool or rebellious? No, I don't really think so, because like kids like to drink alcohol too, and I think it makes them feel like they're adults. And I think that you'd clearly make an argument, like any type of like legalizing of drugs would be like, yeah, of course it's only for adults, right? So I think it would be circular in that nature. Something to make you feel like an adult, it's literally for fun. Well, I don't know. I don't think either one of us can make an assertion that every single kid that drinks alcohol or does drugs does it for X or Y reason. Like, I'm talking about like my experience of like what, you know, my friends did whenever we were kids, and like maybe your friends did different stuff. Like the odds are like we're probably both right.
Why have you interrupted?
Okay.
All of these have been battle tested.
Okay, we've got that one done, so I don't need to do any more of these.
You here for inspection?
I want to buy this.
My goods will serve you.
Nice. Do something Geiger. I killed him on all my characters today. Thank you, though. Sure, they legalized small quantities of most drugs and use did not go up. Overdoses dropped. There's initial increase in drug experimentation, but that did not lead to overall use going up. Small quantities of most drugs. Yeah, I'd be curious to see what that is. Because I do think that there are a lot of people, and you might not agree with this, but I think it's true. I think that there are a lot of people who, I'm just making sure I didn't have anything that was good in here. A lot of people who would smoke weed or would do like cocaine or something like that, but they don't because it's illegal.